Hey everyone, in this screencast we're going to do a quick review of question forms for past and present tenses with auxiliary verbs. So first, have a look at a few slides that will show you some people in different situations, and some of them are asking some questions. So just to read the questions or the dialogue and see if you can figure out what tense it is. Let's start. So now let's look at those questions again and review the form. So you can see the general pattern here, right? First we have a question word, or we might not have one if it's a yes/no question. And then we have the auxiliary verb, which is usually do or verb to be or have. Then you have the subject, and then we have our verb. And especially the form of the verb will be a bit different depending on the tense and the aspect. So let's look at all of them. So this one is just the present simple question. Remember, we use auxiliary do, and we need to use does if it's he or she or it. In this case, it, right? So for this, we need to use does. Right, so we have the auxiliary do, and then the subject, and then our verb. Again, here the same, does, subject, verb. Okay, for present continuous, our auxiliary is verb to be. And remember that changes. We have am is are. So we're going to have are, subject you, and then our verb will take ing in the continuous. When are you coming? Again, here, is he texting and driving? Oh, I forgot to make this one red. Okay. Now, for the past simple is similar to the present simple, but we don't use do. We're going to use did, which is the past of do. So we have auxiliary, subject, verb in, again, it's in the base form. It's called infinitive, if you remember. Here the same, right? Question word, auxiliary did, subject, and verb. Now, the nice thing in the past is we only use did. We don't have different forms for different persons. Okay, past continuous, similar to present continuous. But instead of am is are, we use were and was. So For example, this could have been, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? And this would be present. But because it's in the past, all we do is to put are in the past. So we say, what were you thinking? The same thing here. Present would be, what is Tommy doing in Boston? Past, what was Tommy doing in Boston? Okay, present perfect. Now here the auxiliary is have, and this one has a different form for he, she, it, which is has. So again, we have auxiliary have, subject, you, and now this verb will be in the past participle, which is the third form of the verb. Right? If you remember, change first, changed, changed for regular verbs. For it, we're going to have has it been, right? So you recognize past participle of verb to be. Now, for present perfect continuous, it's a little bit more complex because now we actually have two auxiliaries. So the beginning is the same, have or has, and then we have the subject, but then we also have the past participle of verb to be. And only after that, we get our verb plus ing. Okay? So have you been working? Has he been lying? Okay. So this was a review of question forms in present and past tenses. So you have them all here in one page. Thanks.